Hey YouTube. Yep, there we go. Stormer RT here. I know it's been a little while since I've made another video. Let's see, our last one was in July 1st. It is now September 21st. Last video was about having Alexa in your car with the Roll Viva. Well, now I've had a couple months to experiment with the actual Echo Auto. I just got done washing the car and polishing it. Nice and shiny. Alright, so here are my experiences with the Echo Auto. For starters, it's roll down here, so it's kind of smoking. Alright, with the Echo Auto, which is that right there, pretty small. It's designed to actually sit up on the dashboard, but I didn't want to have a big something sitting up here and have cords running all over the place, so I just have it plugged in right there. It's pretty decent. It's a little bit better than the Roll Viva due to the fact that it handles my library and music a lot better. Like I can ask her, Alexa, shuffle my music.
Shuffling your music.
Alright, so you can do that quite a bit quicker. Now the Roll Viva would usually, whenever you ask it to play your music, it would want to start off the same song every time. And this one, Echo Auto, does it like it's supposed to, just like the Echoes. And it's a little bit quicker response time when you ask it stuff. Now, a downside here is that with the Roll Viva, it didn't really handle the playlist all that well, or the music. It would want to start off in the same song, and then the second song would be the same song that it was the last time, and the third, and fourth, and fifth, and so on. To whereas the Auto, the actual Echo Auto, handles it a lot better. Handles it just like the regular Echoes do. But now here's the downside. Is the Roll Viva, I could go down to the liquor store down the road, which you can't see it because it's about 2 miles away. But anyways, I could pull in there, turn off the car, go in and buy a 6-pack, come back out, start up the car again, and essentially after about 20 seconds or so, it would actually just start playing from where you just left off. Now the Echo Auto, on the other hand, most of the time, in fact all the time, it will not just start playing again. Now you don't always have to ask it to play. Lots of times you can just go through pause, play, pause, play, pause, play, pause, play kind of stuff as it's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And eventually, lots of times, it will start off in the song that you just left off on. But most of the time, if it's been more than like maybe an hour or something like that, like say you go grocery shopping and come back out of the car, you pretty much have to ask her to play your songs again. Or you can ask, if you just want a single song or if you just want to go back to the playlist, but it's not going to remember where you left off. But it will, however, shuffle and randomly play songs in a different order every time, whereas the Roll Viva always wanted to play the same songs and it always wanted to start off with the same song. So as of right now, I would say, I don't know, maybe when this gets more updates, which I'm sure it probably will as it gets more popular, as more of them start rolling out, because I had to wait since November, so we're talking about like 7 months I had to wait to get this thing. So maybe as they get more updates and more of them are out there, it might get a bit better. But it's a toss-up. The Roll Viva is like $70. This is $25, but you might have to wait up to a year to get this. Towards Real Viva, you can spend $70 and you can get it in like 2 days. So, I mean, I guess it's really up to you. Sorry about the smoke. But it's really up to you whether or not you want something you can use now or something you can wait for. Now, I do have plans on I did order a second one of these that I'm hoping doesn't take forever to get here because I want to buy another one of these off eBay. And I'd like to incorporate this into this. I definitely want an SD card slot though, because that's really nice. But I don't listen to CDs, so I want to gut this out, put LED strip in here, tear this apart, and rewire like the microphones and mount them in separate spots so that maybe Alexa can be completely integrated into the car. Sorry, Alexa. So basically, yeah, as of this moment, I really thought the Echo Auto was going to be a lot better, which it is when it comes to, because mostly I just listen to music. I don't ask for directions anywhere because I already know where I'm going. I go to the same places. I live in a small town. I'm only 15 minutes from work. So I don't need GPS. I don't need any of that stuff. A lot of people do, but so like I said, it's really a toss-up. I don't know if this is better than the Real Viva right now. It is if you just listen to music. But yet on the other hand, you have to ask it to play like every single time you start your car. Whereas last times the Real Viva would just start playing the song that you were listening to. So yeah, I said I really don't know which is better at this point. Now the Real Viva was a nice little thing that just tucked right into my cigarette lighter, and it was part of the cigarette lighter, and it had 2 charging ports. This thing takes up part of my space. So if I have something extra I need to put in there, I have to cover that up, and then it can't hear me. Unless I can figure out a better place to put it, but I don't want it to just stand out and be, like annoying or nothing. So it kind of nestles in there quite nice right now. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, this thing's great. It does all the regular stuff Alexa can do. It does it faster. It does handle the playlist really well, or your music doesn't have to be a playlist. It handles it really good compared to the Viva. But on the other hand, I have to keep asking it every single time I start the car. And then it's like if I'm listening to a song that I really loved and I shut off the car, it's a crapshoot whether or not I can press play on the screen several times, or sometimes switch over to radio and wait about a minute, then switch back to player, and then all of a sudden, boom, it'll just start playing. But like I said, that's sometimes, so who knows? Like I said, I'm sure that they will keep working on this because it's an actual Amazon product. They will make it better. Real Viva will probably always stay the same, but I did like the way that it just tucked away in there real nice and didn't have any cables and didn't take up any space. So I guess at this point it's a personal choice on whether you like having a box sitting around with a cable running down your dashboard, or you just want to have something sitting in a cigarette lighter. Both of them hear you about the same. I still usually have to ask Alexa twice to do anything. But I've noticed that a lot with some of my Echoes. I have to be like, Alexa, and then Alexa, and then she'll hear you on the second time. I'm not sure why that was. They didn't used to do that, but I've noticed that they've been doing that a lot more lately. So maybe that's just part of the basic program they have going on right now, to where sometimes you have to say her name twice for her to respond. But yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it. It's good. It's better than the other. The other is definitely more expensive, but the other takes up less space, looks more appropriate in the car, but does not handle playlists well at all. This one does everything asked, and then some, but yet you still have to ask it like every time you start up your car to play something. So it's definitely a mixed review. Hopefully that will be improved. And sorry this dragged out so long, but for anyone who's looking into the Echo Auto, hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight on whether or not you want the Echo Auto or the Roll Viva Pro. Like I said, this actually matches the interior quite nice with the carbon fiber design. It just tucks in real nice. Has the same blue light on it, but only has 2 microphone holes, and that has 4. So sometimes you have to ask this a little bit louder and a little bit extra to get it to respond, but I don't know, I might be leaning a little bit more towards this right now. I mean, maybe this thing might have some sort of an update for all I know. I haven't used it in 2 months. So we'll see. I said it has 2 USB ports. Now the Echo Auto does come with its own charger, which has 2 USB ports. So it comes with everything you need. It doesn't take up any of this. It just uses up one port and still leaves you an extra one for charging. This one, on the other hand, has Alexa built in and has 2 full ports at your leisure. But I don't actually use them because I never charge anything in the car. So I don't know. I might be going back to this and see if this has an update, because it could be possible it does by now. But anyways, that's my take on the Echo Auto versus the Roll Viva. So hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much. I've had a few beers, so I know I'm rambling. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, like, subscribe. Go visit some of the other charger guys like doesnt. Tell them Stormer sent you. Alright. Have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you next time.